got to it. All right. Breathe in. Breathe out. Do that again. One more time. Allow your chin to float down to your chest. Gently stretch your ear to your shoulder. Back to center. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Float your head up, wrap your arms around your waist. Give yourself a really nice twist. And then the other way. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. And then hands on your hips, nice, generous hip circles. And the other direction. Now, one foot in front, let that arm just relax, hang loosely, and then roll that shoulder. Breathe in as the shoulder floats up. Out as it floats down. The other direction. Switch feet, switch shoulders, still breathing. Long, slow, deeply. And then the other direction. Now, both feet straight across from each other, a little bit wide than your hips. Start with your hands about hip high, and then roll them to the right. As you roll to the right, you shift a little bit, and then to the left, and then floating our way up. You can take as many cycles left and right as you choose. Minimum of 3, but after that, it can go as many as you wish. And then do it again. There's no rule about breathing. You have to breathe when the hands are going one way, and it doesn't matter. As long as you don't hold your breath, keep breathing. One more set. This is called climbing up the mountain path. Now put one foot in front, take both hands, make fists and shoot them up till they're about, head high or so, and then open them up and circle back. Let the body naturally rock forward, rock back. Seeking the princess on top of the mountain. Not an actual princess, by the way, that's a metaphor for seeking enlightenment. Switch feet, do a few more. One more time. Now, feet again right, straight across, just a little wider than your hips. You start with the hands overhead. Now this time when the hands go to the right, the body shifts a little bit to the left. When the hands go to the left, the body shifts a little to the right. Wandering back down that mountain path. You can make as many switchbacks on your mountain trail as you like. Doesn't really matter. Certainly don't have to try to synchronize with me. Just let the spirit move you. One more time. One foot in front again. Take the hands back open. As they come over the top, they close and they gently float downward. And you can let them go as far down as feels good to you. Gentle back bend and then gently floating down. Having found the princess, you return to the valley. Breathe deeply, in and out. Switch feet, do a few more. One more time. And feet right under your hips. Gather twice. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lift and settle. Hug the big tree. Now, right foot forward, right hand floats out, and then it makes a big wave. As the wave kind of floats back, switch feet. Right foot back, and then left foot. Wild horse chases the wind. Breathe in on the wave, out on the float. One more time. Feet under your hips. Gather. White crane spreads her wings. Hold the ball. Right toes forward. Left hand floats up. Sorry. Right hand floats down. Come back to the center. Switch feet. Breathe in. Breathe out. Gather twice. Needle to the bottom of the sea. Take your left hand back. Right hand floats across your face and down. Right toes forward as the needle comes over and sinks. Again, breathe in. Left toe, right needle. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more. Feet under your hips, gather. Okay, now take that same kind of action, right hand across your face, left hand back, over the top, but this time it just floats down on the back of your other wrist like that. So left hand across, right hand over the top, and then it gently settles on the back of your other hand. So it's a little bit like needle, but you don't go as low. They connect, and you match the hand and the toes. So right hand coming over the top, right toes come forward. This is the dragonfly lands on the water. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time on each side. Gather twice. Now circle both hands around. You're going to make this looks just like the hook from Single Whip, but you're going to twist a little bit so the right hand floats out in front, the left hand floats in between the two hands, and then they settle back down. Then you circle, twist to the right a little bit so the left hand is further out, the right hand is in closer to the body. Match the feet, so right toes, right hand. Breathe in, breathe out. This is the white cranes dance on the water. One more time on each side. Gather twice. Now, take both hands over to the right. You're going to sweep to the left. And they're going to gently float in right to the center of your chest and push forward with your left hand above your right hand. Drop both hands down, sweep the other way. Let them float right into your chest and push. Now, sweeping across, bring your right foot forward. Oops, sweep this way. And push. So the hand on the bottom will match the foot that's on the bottom. The foot that's on the bottom. Yeah, the foot that's in front. You knew that meant. And if you like, you can make a little bit of floating of the body forward and back as you do this one. This is called pushing the boat with the current. One more time. Gather close. Now sink both hands down, about hip high. Swing them over to the left, sorry. And as they come up, about head high, the left hand will go right across the face and the right hand will sink down and go somewhat behind you. Up, over, and you're going to step forward the left foot so that right arm is actually almost floating down alongside your right leg. This hand's here. Now you can make this action as big as you want. It doesn't really matter. Or you can make it modest. So it's a little bit like a reverse brush knee, right? This is actually part of the much larger move called push the boat with the current. I broke it up into two parts because it's much easier to handle. Okay, one more time. Feet under your hips, gather. Now take your left hand and push it forward. Take your right fingers, not underneath your arm like the white snake, but right beside your, pointing at your elbow, and reach both hands over to the left. Now you're going to swing the hands across, and then you're going to let the left hand come back as the right hand pushes out. That's a push, not a fingertip. And then you float it around. Now it's fingertips. And you sweep across, and then you push with the left hand. You poke, and you sweep. Poke. And notice how I now add a little bit of foot action there. It's called listening to the wind. Oops, that was meant to be a push. My bad. One more time. Both sides. Feet under your hips. Gather twice. The blue dragon rises from the sea. Both hands circle around. Left toes forward. Left hand floats up. Right hand, kind of like water trickling down your forearm. Circle. And float up. Breathe in. Breathe out. If you have the room, instead of foot back, foot forward, take a little step and put this at a little bit of an angle. So my dragon is rising out toward the corner of my room. And I'm taking very small steps forward. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. And just, instead of stepping forward, take small steps backwards. Picking up the front toes. I'm sorry, picking up the front heel. You should be on your toes. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feet under your hips, gather. Gather twice. Lift and settle. Hug the big tree. Now swing both hands over to the right. The left hand comes across your, about neck high or so, palm up, and then the right hand, this one's a little confusing, and then the left hand goes shooting out with the palm, right? And then palm up, almost like you're offering an hors d'oeuvre, and then press, and then palm out. Ooh, tricky. Left foot forward, swing to the left. Left hand, right hand, left hand. Left, I'm sorry, that's right. Left, right. It's called the Dragon Dives for Pearls. This is, again, there's two different ways or two different parts to this. This is one way. All right, now we'll switch to the other way. Instead of the right hand coming out by itself, they come out together. And they go down fairly dramatically. And then the right hand shoots back up. So both hands together float over, and you pull down to your hip fairly strongly before you go floating back up. This one you get more of the diving into the ocean for pearls feel to it. One more time on each side. Feet under your hips. Gather tights. Now, take both hands over the top. You're going to bring your hands in, like the back of your hands are going to gently intersect with each other. And then they go shooting out to the sides, right? And then over the top. Dive down and shoot. Now, as the hands come down, step with your left foot and lean a little bit to the left. And then back in the center. Dive, step, and lean just a little bit. This is the hawk. Swoops down. One more time. Yeah. Now wave hands like clouds. Take your right hand over to the left, about as high as your face. Both hands go sweeping across. Left foot in, right foot out. Now let's not add a single whip on. Let's just go back the other way. Right foot, left foot. And go back to the right side. One more. Add a twist. Lift and settle. Hug the big tree. Now, roll your hands like you're holding a ball. If we do this going forward and back, like this, it's usually called part the wild horse's mane. Old man Young's wild horse. We roll the hands in a big old circle and gather in and step to our right. Roll our hands in a big old circle, gather in, step to our left. This changes it into strike to the west, and then strike to the east, or vice versa. Once more on each side. And then feet into your hips, gather just once. And then reach up and out. Bend your knees, crouch as little or as much as you like, doesn't matter. High overhead and bring it down. This is called gathering from the heavens and the earth. Breathe in. Heavens first. Gather from the heavens. And then gather from the earth. One more in each direction. Gather from the heavens. Gather from the earth. Now gently lift your hands up as close as comfortably to your body, but you're imagining you're drawing all that heaven and earth energy up your spine, up to the top of your head, and then overflowing down your face, your chest, and your belly. You do that again. You cycle that around up your spine, and down, face, chest, belly. One more time. And then bring your hands up to your heart. Open them up and out and push. And then gather. This is called cleansing the heart space. This is a releasing, a letting go of anything you may have accumulated that no longer serves you, and drawing in fresh, rich, living energy to replace it. One more time. Gently let your hands fold over that space just below your belly button and take one more nice, slow, deep breath. And go make a nice day.